go. Okay, so first of all, an exciting day.
It is, it's a really big day. I'm so excited. The book 2 is obviously out. I've had it in my possession for a couple of months, so it's like the build-up's just been huge, and now I'm here having my little book launch party, which is like really exciting.
And you've been like dropping little teasers and for the last few weeks and getting everyone knowing about it.
Yeah, like a few kind of competitions. I did a little thing where if you regram the image of the book, like you can come to the Body Coach HQ and do a hit session with me, so that was fun. A lot of people entered that, so I've got like 5 people who are going to come down to the office. I'm going to do a workout with them and cook them a lean in 15.
Very nice. Now, can I just take you back a bit first? Take back to the beginning. So, how did this kind of all come about for anyone that doesn't know?
So, I basically one day in my kitchen in Surbiton had an idea, right? A 15-second video on Instagram, and I called it Lean in 15. Fast forward 2 years, and I've just got a book deal. Well, I've got a 6-book deal, and it's become the fastest selling cookbook of all time. My first book sold 800,000 copies, and my second book now has been pre-ordered 62,000 times before it's even out. So, it's outrageous to think that's happened. It's been a whirlwind, but I'm loving it and I'm enjoying everything I do and just keep spreading the message. I'm trying to get the whole world lean.
So what did everyone kind of think when you first started? Were they like, you're mad, what are you doing? Or
for sure, like people, because you're effectively, when you start an Instagram or a social media account, you're talking to yourself. Like a blogger is writing to themselves, but you just hope that if you make enough noise, people will come, and they started to listen, and then they gathered and they told their friends, and it's just gone crazy. I've got 1.2 million followers on Instagram, which I don't know how it's possible, because it's like, sometimes you need a TV show to get that that many followers. So I've just been really consistent. I've put out so much free content.
And what do you think it is, or what's the feedback been? What is it do you think that's attracted all these people?
I think it's a personality thing. Like, I just have fun with it. I'm not too preachy. Like, I have bad days, I have good days, and the recipes are so easy. Like, I'm not a chef, I'm not a trained cook or anything. So I've taught myself, and I've got women, guys, old men, young women, old women, like all over. It's such a huge population of people that are interested in cooking and that don't really have the time to do it. So the 15-minute meals thing, like it truly is 15-minute meals, and it's perfect for busy people. And I think people have just kind of caught onto the idea, and they love the humour that I put in my videos and stuff.
Because I think like a lot of the sort of fitness people on Instagram, it seems quite unobtainable. Because you kind of look at them and one, you think, do they do anything else in their lives other than like make themselves look like this?
Yeah.
And you just think they don't have. Do you think that's like part of the problem with a lot of the sites that have existed before, and do you think that's where you're different? You're a bit more real? I
like to think, I'm approachable and I'm relatable, and I'm still having fun. I still go out and have a drink and have a burger, and I have a little blowout now and again, but I'm just proving that you can still have a fun social life and still have a lean body. Like, I still eat out and stuff, but it's about choosing the right things, and the book really educates people on like what to eat and when, so that if you are out and about and you've forgotten to prep your lunch, you can make a healthy choice and stay lean. But I definitely think it's the time and the easy recipes, and they taste really good as well.
And what are the things about the fitness industry that you hate, or the myths that you hate and that you really want to destroy?
So the biggest thing I'm up against is the fact that like everyone's programmed to think that you can only burn fat if you're in a massive calorie deficit. So they're trying out the fat burners and the low calorie shakes and all these meal replacement things, and so many diets are flawed. They're not focusing on health. It's just about low calories, drop your calories, but you can eat this and save it for your chocolate bar in the evening. So I'm actually saying, forget about counting calories, forget about weighing yourself every day on the sad step. I call the scales the sad step, and focus on the quality of your food you're cooking. So if you do that and you exercise intensively and you train hard and you're consistent, then the rest of it takes care of itself. You haven't got to hit this like special 1,200 calories a day and like this special number, because you're never going to live like that. It's not realistic, not sustainable.
Is it the same with exercise? Is there sort of different approach to exercise that you use that people maybe aren't used to, or is there different ways of exercising? Do you think there's myths there as well, things that we believe to be true that aren't?
Yeah, I think any exercise is good exercise, whether you're a beginner or intermediate, or more advanced. But I really believe in HIIT cardio, which means high intensity interval training, and it's something that you could do if you're a busy mum, if you want to do it in the living room, in the garden, or if you run a successful company. It's like short, intense workout, 25 minutes of hard work, 4 to 5 days per week, and you can really get an amazing body. Like, that's all I do. It really is. Like, I just literally 25 minutes, get in there, smash it. I feel like I'm going to pass out, but I know that once I've done it, I can enjoy my day and eat more food, and that's what I love. I love food.
And what do you get the most satisfaction out of? What's the thing that you enjoy most about doing this?
For me, without a doubt, obviously I've got this online plan that I created, this fitness and nutrition plan, and the testimonials that I get, like the visuals are obviously amazing, seeing people before and afters, but it's the verbal, written stuff, and I get the Snapchats and the tweets, this constant feedback, like, your plan's changed my life, and it really makes my day when I get these messages. You wouldn't believe, like, some of these people that say, like, I'm so proud of you, like, it's like speaking to someone you've known for years. They don't know me, they just follow me on social media, and they're so positive. They're like, I'm really proud of you, like, you've done so well, and thanks for like giving me all this content. And obviously now the book's out, they're supporting me by buying the book, but before then it was just free content, give, and now I've got the book. people can support me and they can purchase it if they want to.
And then what was the sort of the main idea behind the first book, and what's different about the second one?
So book one's called The Shift Plan, which is all about shifting body fat with kind of HIIT cardio. Book two, the new one, it's called The Shape Plan, because it's about building lean muscle with like resistance training. You combine it with HIIT cardio, so a little bit more resistance, like weights, a couple of dumbbells is all you need really. And the brand new recipes, and the meal structure changes a little bit, so you have slightly more carbs on a training day and then a little bit less on a rest day and have more fat. So it's not about dropping calories at all, it's just consistently eating, but you just switch the energy source. So one day you're higher fat, one day you're higher carbs, and it's just a really simple way of doing it and just keeping lean so that your body is fueled but in the right way at the right time.
And then what are people most surprised at when they do when they sort of follow your method?
They're surprised that you can eat things like fats, like avocados and nuts and coconut oil and dairy and butter, because we've been brainwashed into thinking that saturated fats are the devil. But obviously with this new research coming out, and I've been screaming it for like 2 or 3 years, I've seen it with my clients, like 100,000 people, like their cholesterol improves, their energy levels, they're eating healthy and they're burning fat by eating a lot of saturated fats. And also they can eat carbs. Everyone's freaked out about the bagels and like, I can't eat carbs after 6 p.m, but my book's like, you can, and this is why, and it explains it. And also the other thing is that you can eat so much more food than you think and still burn fat. You don't have to eat like a rabbit to get lean.
And then obviously you've got the little 15-second recipes that are on the Instagram page. Is that how you cook every night? Do you find yourself now, are you always shouting out what you're doing when you're cooking? Is that your method of cooking?
I mean, in the early days when I started Instagram, like I literally would be like breakfast, lunch and dinner, I would not cook or eat without filming it. It was like a hassle. Like people were like, you got to chill out, can we just eat the food? But I was like, no, every opportunity to film a recipe I just did. I've slowed down a little bit now in the fact that I only do one recipe a day, but I still scream out the window and shout at my neighbours, that's lean in 15, because the louder I became and the more humour I had and the more jokes, the midget trees and the broccoli and all that, it became, I realised that people like that and they came back when I was more kind of animated, yeah.
Have you always called broccoli midget trees? Is that so?
I just remember looking at them as a kid thinking, that looks like a midget tree, like that looks like a tiny people tree. And then I just called it a midget tree, and it's just like I've got a t-shirt now with midget trees on them, and people keep saying, I want to buy a midget tree t-shirt, and every time I turn up to a photo shoot, they've got broccoli and they're like, do this, hold this, like curl this. So I can't get away from it now.
That's it, that's stuck. And also coconut oil does feature quite heavily in your recipes. Is that something, what is it? It's become like this thing now that everyone does talk about coconut oil as the oil to use. Why is that?
So it's it's almost completely saturated fat, so it's solid at room temperature. It's a really healthy natural fat, and when you cook in saturated fat, because it's a stable fat, it can be heated a little bit more without oxidising and stuff, so it's just a really good energy source, good for cooking in. So I always use coconut oil to cook, or butter, and I use like olive oils to dress my salads and things.
And then you're also doing a TV show?
Yeah, I know, how crazy is that?
Yeah,
so
what's that about?
My friend said to me, like, you're going to have a book one day. I said, no, I won't. And then she's like, you're going to have a TV show one day. And I just like, why would anyone want to see me on TV? But it's happening, yeah. So I've got a Channel 4 show where I'm transforming a group of people over 90 days, following my principles. And then on the last day, we're going to go to the beach and do like a big reveal, and see if they're confident enough, and hopefully they've gone through a transformation. But the nice, healthy way, as opposed to like dropping their calories really low just for the effect of a TV show. Like I'm talking about ramping their calories up, increasing them, so that if I come back in 6 months, they'll still be as lean, or if not leaner.
And then how have you found people outside of the UK react to you? Is it different, and how do people, have you, I know you went to America and did a tour there at some point last year, and how did they react to you? Did they find it a different, like unusual way of doing things?
Yeah, so when I got to America, I thought they're going to love me or hate me, right? They're going to give me a big hug and say you're awesome, or they're going to send me back on the first plane. I went on Good Morning America and Dr. Oz, which is a show, and they loved me. They said you're welcome to come back. So I'm going to go back in September, October to do some more TV. The dream would be to do like the James Corden show, or do something like that, or like an evening show. But it's a big market to crack, and America's the home of quick fix diets. They're always looking for shortcuts. So my message is like, this is long term. You've got to actually like give yourself at least 90 days like to really see results.
Well, they love the pills as well, don't they? Love to like.
Oh, they'll spend their last dollar on like raspberry ketones and all these Garcinia Cambogia, whatever it's called, all these nonsense, fat burners don't exist basically, they don't work, they're silly.
They're no good. And what about like around Europe? Do you get lots of reaction from people outside the UK?
I've just found out today the book's now been sold, the rights, in 18 different languages, so like Danish, Swedish, Spanish, German, Chinese, like it's crazy to think, Argentinian as well, Brazilian, Brazilian, and like Norwegian, Finn, loads of European countries. So they're now going to see the Lean 15 book in their shelves, which is mad. I don't know how they're going to react yet because it's not out there yet, but it will be soon.
Brilliant. And just finally, is it too late for people for summer now if they want to get themselves fitter and better, or can you do it quicker, or do you have to? It's slow and steady.
It's never too late to get lean, but you've got to start today, not tomorrow. Basically, what we're in now. June's just finished. This isn't summer. Look at the clouds. We've got July, August, September. So yeah, you can look really great in August, July, August if you start working hard and being consistent, staying off the booze and training hard and eating well.
Is that the only thing? Is it just the booze? Is that the killer thing?
It's just in the summer it's hard, isn't it? You've got festivals and parties and barbecue, so you could be eating well and training hard, but if you're boozing 2 or 3 nights a week, you're probably not going to see the results you want. So you've got to be a little bit more disciplined. And that's why I try and stay lean all year round, so that I don't have to kind of panic before my holiday and rip up and do a low calorie diet. I try and sustain my body shape all year round, and it's possible that anyone can get lean if they just be consistent and train hard and eat well and don't do a low calorie diet, basically.
Well, thank you very much. It was lovely to talk to you.
And you.